When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. I'm so excited today because sitting in the studio, I think for the first time in this studio.
No, second time.
Oh, okay. You have been here before?
Yeah, remember I was here with Dave and Brody.
Yes, I do remember that. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. It is Racin Randy. You know, Randy, as I was coming over today, I been getting up really early, and I was like, wow, I got a lot done. I made protein muffins this morning. I had put together another podcast that'll drop later today. I folded laundry, and then I discovered, I don't know where my head was yesterday, but I wish this wasn't me who did this, because then I could really bitch about it, but I can't because it's my fault. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was running around yesterday, running all these errands. I had my kid with me. Come home, and I'm like, oh, let me throw in some whites. So I do the whites, and then I go, well, let me get some other things done too, so it's not backing up on me. And I'm like, I should even wash the pants I have on. So I put on some sweatpants, and I take the pants off. And I'm in such a, just go mode that I didn't even take the belt out of the pants. So I throw them in. I go to put everything in the dryer, and I go, oh, shit, I left the belt. So I let the belt air dry, take that out, put everything in. Today, I go, because it got late last night, and I'm like, I'll just fold it tomorrow. So today, I go to take it out of the dryer. I had a pen in my pocket.
Oh.
The pen melted, and now it's all over the dryer. Like, it looks like spin art inside the dryer. And on some of the clothes, there's ink. Like, jeans, stuff, all just covered in ink. I'm like, fuck. So now I don't know if I have what I'm going to do about the dryer. So I went in there with alcohol and, not whiskey, just the rubbing alcohol. And I was like trying to rub it out. And some of it came out, but not all of it. And then I'm like, I better just let this air dry, because if I turn on the dryer, there's a chance it'll fucking catch fire because I have the alcohol in there. So I'm like, let that fucking air dry out. Let's see what happens. And I go, but is this ink going to continue to melt in there, or is it now like just part of the dryer? It's just a speckled dryer, and that's fine. I just don't want it getting on all the clothes. That's my thing.
I've done that before. I've left pens in, but got lucky. They came out in the washer, and I found them before putting them in the dryer.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I did not. Fucking sucked. Fucking
happens,
sucked,
buddy.
Yeah, it does. Racin Randy is a guy I've known for a number of years. Met him through the radio when I was on WCMF. Randy is a NASCAR enthusiast, and he even brought this for our studio that we will proudly display. You're going to get all kinds of stuff up.
Like I say, that's brand new, never been hung. It's a promo from the company, and it's got to be minimum 1994, 95 is when that's from.
Whose car was it?
Well, Hutch Strickland drove it first. Then Jimmy Spencer was the one that was really known for driving it.
Okay.
But Hutch Strickland, and I have both die-casts of Hutch Strickland and Jimmy Spencer.
You do?
I have to, oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So we met Randy because we were on CMF. Weiss had left. It was me and Tommy, and I think everybody was still there.
Oh, Christian Dan.
Yeah, but I think there was a bunch of people.
Billy.
Yeah, I think there were all.
Yep.
Phil Billy.
Sally.
Phil Billy. Sally.
Yep.
And so Tommy starts making fun of a couple that were engaged, and they went to a toy show
at the Village Gate Mall.
Yes, and this guy was interviewed by the paper, and Tommy's like, "What a loser, man! How can this guy get engaged? I can't even get laid, and this guy's getting laid." And so he goes, "If you collect or whatever," and Randy calls up to defend collecting, and then I say, "I want to come out and see this and video it." And we went out to Racin Randy's house, and it just became a thing. And we had Randy on regularly on the radio. When I left CMF, Randy came over to Radio 95.1 for a while, and then the podcast sporadically, and that's how it all kind of began. But how much money do you have invested in diecast?
If I had to guess,
Like if you could value it.
well, what it's valued now is not very shit. I'd be lucky. Truthfully, with even all the stuff I got,
Yeah.
nobody will pay nothing for it. I'd be lucky if I could get if I could get $5 to $8 grand for it, and I probably got close to 50 to 60 invested in it.
Wow.
But that's collecting from 1995.
Why the disparity in the investment versus the value?
Just everything's dropped. Like baseball cards, they took a hit. I remember paying $25 for a baseball card. Ooh, this is great.
Yeah.
It's going to go up. And next thing you know, it went down to $5, and now it's down to $1. And, some cards are coming back, but racing is not the same as it used to be. And the worst part about it is diecast. Now, when I was buying diecast, the top of the line back in 1995, brand new, in the package, $38. $38, the top of the line.
Yeah.
Now, top of the lines are $125, $140, sometimes more.
Why is that if the value isn't there?
Well, it's just that the companies have changed. There used to be Action, then it was Motorsports Authentics, then it was somebody else, and now Lionel Trains that owned them for like the last 5 to 10 years. Lionel Trains has owned them.
Okay.
And they're all upscale, and you can buy a cheaper version.
Yeah.
You can't. They very rarely see them in like Walmart back when Racing Champions was around, and there was Winter Circle was around. You could buy them in Walmarts. You don't see that anymore in 24 scale cars. They're gone. So now you still buy the little ones. You still buy 64 scale little cars, but the big ones are gone. And it's just crazy how it all changed. And like I've got cars. Back then I was buying. What's $45? I'm buying it. I have bought cars since then. True story. There was drags. I have some dragsters at home that when they came out in 1995, they were $38 brand new. They were so rare, they skyrocketed to $350, $400, $500. One was $600.
Why didn't you part with them then?
I didn't have them.
Oh.
I couldn't afford the prices.
I got you.
Them.
Yeah.
I have bought all those dragsters within the last 5 years, and I have not paid over $27 for them.
Okay. And do you think they'll go up again?
I don't care. I don't care. I bought them because I wanted them.
Yeah. Because you are I was going to say a NASCAR enthusiast, but I'll say this. I think you're a race enthusiast, maybe a motorsports enthusiast. You go to all the dirt track in Canandaigua. You're a big supporter of the local guys. Your Racin' Randy is sponsored on cars, right?
Yep. I've been, got Timmy Borden and Nick Cooper.
Yeah. And then you love drag racing.
Yep, as you know, I help run South Butler Drag Race, which is my number one thing. This is my usage Sunday mornings of, welcome to South Butler here on August 28th, 2025. That's one of my calls. That's my first call. I welcome everybody. And I usually do that about 8:30, 8:45, talking on the mic.
And you love that stuff, though.
Oh, I love it. It goes crazy. And since I've got Tracy involved the last 2 years, it's even better.
Tracy's your wife. What's the what's better? Does dirt beat asphalt in terms of racing?
Well, it kind of does to me because I get to go to them.
Yes.
I get to go to all of them.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so it's fun. And I know a lot of the drivers, Justin Hares, Matt Williamson, who's been the track champion there. Justin was a 3-time champion at Canandaigua. Daryl Ruggles, who me and you both know, his daughter Alicia, Mike Manutlo, Blaine Smith, all kind, Peter Britton,
guy,
and Gil Tech, the guy with the head that broke his neck, who got hurt the first race this year, got hurt real bad. It's nice to you can talk to them guys to see what's going on.
Right.
Talk to
them.
Well,
you go into the pits, and they all some of these guys bring a spread. The Phelps Cement guys bring a whole spread. Randy's over there. Hey, you got to come over here and try this, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ruggles put out a spread.
Yeah, they do. And Randy goes and is invited to all of them. He goes and dines nicely.
Well, just to let you know, remember Alex Payne, the 16-year-old kid?
Yeah.
He just won a big race down in Charlotte yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Modified?
Big modified race at the dirt track in Charlotte.
Well, there you go. The kid's on his way.
Yes, he is,
The kid is on his way.
They call him the Slide Job Express.
What's your favorite NASCAR memory? Do you have a favorite Because I know, you have gone to a couple different tracks. I think you've been to Bristol.
No, I've never been to Bristol.
But you've been to New Hampshire.
Been to New Hampshire. That was okay.
You were in the Poconos.
And
then Watkins Glen on a regular basis.
And Dover, and then Richmond.
Okay.
I've been to. The stories from Watkins Glen back in the 90s are crazy. I've told you before. But probably my proudest moment is because I wanted to do this for my wife, Tracy, was 2 years ago. We got to be real friends with the people that run Kyle Busch's trailer. we got to talk to him. We talked to him the year before he had left Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
And he said he's going to go somewhere, but he wasn't quite sure. Well, then we signed with Richard Schroeder's Racing. So we go back, and the guy actually remembered, him and his wife remembered us. So we got Betsy, that was Betsy, God, what's his name? God, now I can't remember.
Okay.
His name was Betsy.
Yeah.
But we got to be friends. So they know us when we come to walk. They know us.
Yeah.
All the tracks they go to all over the country, they
Yeah.
remember us. So we got talking to him, and then he says to me on Friday morning, hey, Kyle's going to be signing autographs on Sunday morning for, I think, it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock for an hour. You're going to have to get in line. You got to get this band, okay? He says, when we did it at Atlanta, the first one, there was people at 12:30 in the morning in line.
No shit.
To get a band.
Really? Where is this released, the information?
Well, this comes out I'm getting to. So, and he says, but don't say nothing because Kyle's supposed to release it Saturday morning on his Instagram.
Okay.
And it'll explode.
Right.
So we go over to, this is Thursday. So we go see him Friday. God damn, Kyle friggin' said something on his Instagram. Nah, blah, 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 blah. So Kyle let it out early.
Yeah.
So, and I'm talking to him, and me and Tracy are buying. So we spent, Bobby, $1,100 on his trailer that year. I kid you not. We had spent $100, but you had to buy $50 worth of stuff that day. So
yeah.
Me and Tracy are talking about it. I says, well, I'm going to get up early and go. She says, what time are you going to get up? I said, well, I'm not going at 12:30. It ain't going to happen. So we go to bed Friday. I go to bed Saturday night, okay? I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Toss, turn. I know I got to get up. And finally, 10 after 2, that's it. I'm done. I got up. I got dressed, gave her a kiss, and away I go with my chair, my sweatshirt, and a bottle of water. And I go walking up through all these people. We're still just coming home to go to bed yet. Even gone to bed yet. I'm walking through the campsites and all this stuff, and I'm laughing. And I get up there, and I'm the only one standing there.
Okay.
At 2:45 in the morning. I'm the only person there. So I'm looking around. I said, well, it's okay. And you still watch people fall down, fall down. Well, about 50 to 100 feet away from me, somewhere it's a bathroom. And it was nice when I went up there. Really nice. Started to get cold in the morning as it got closer to.
Sure.
I got a sweatshirt on, and I'm kind of getting a little. So I'm running to the bathroom, and they got the heaters you push on, and I got my shirt like this, and I'm getting heat down on my shirt. I've done that like 4 or 5 times. Nobody else showed up until 6:30 to show up there, and the kid showed up with a bike. He says, "You the first one?" I said, "Yeah." "How long you been here?" It says 2:45. He says, "Wow."
Yeah.
So then we're standing, a couple more guys. There's like 4 of us standing there. Also, here comes this lady around from the backside of the trailer. This is like 7:30. She goes, "You guys in line?" "Yeah." "I'm first." "Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the trailer. I thought it was over there." But she didn't get there till like 7 o'clock. She was standing over there at 7 o'clock.
Oh, on the other side.
I said, she was on the wrong side. But it's okay. You said, "You're fifth in line. That ain't bad." She goes, "What time did you?" And I tell you, and she goes, "God, my husband wouldn't do that for me. He wouldn't even do it with giving away cash." So I'm standing there, and then we're talking, and then Tracy texts me at 7:15. She goes, "How many people are there?" I said, "No, right now there's about 10. I said, "Nobody got here till 6:30. She goes, "Would you like some coffee?" I said, "I would love some coffee. And bring me my hooded sweatshirt out of the truck because I'm freezing." So she comes up there, gets there about 7:30, and we're talking. And meanwhile, the line has gotten down because they go on part of the trailer, and they go back around behind the trailer. And I'm standing there. I said, "Hey, you guys mind if I let her sneak in?" "We don't care. We're in line. We don't care." So she pops in line. I made her go first. So we got to be the first 2. Meanwhile, while we're standing there, here comes the people that run the trailer. They're laughing because they see us standing there first. Then the guys from NASCAR and then from RCR are there, and they interview me.
Okay.
They find out I was there at 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
And they go, "What the heck?" I said, "Well, I did this for my wife. If she wants to meet Kyle Busch, I said, just get autograph." I said, "But at least we're going to get autograph."
It's her fantasy, right?
I
Is that her fantasy, man? She dream about him, Randy, at night?
He used to be Casey Kane, so I don't know anymore now. I mean, he's retired now, So, but she wanted me, and she's always loved Kyle, and Kyle was great. So, they're interviewing me stuff, and the reps were really cool. They were funny. They had them laughing, and Tracy goes, "Yeah, it's all him. He's the talker." So we go up, get the bands, and I give Tracy my credit card, or whatever. Get what you want. She buys the jacket she wants. So I got to buy something.
Yeah.
So give me 2 of those sweatshirts. We spent like a couple $100 right there.
Yeah.
And we get 2 bands, and we go back to the camper, and I crash on the camper, and I just want to sleep. It's all I want to do. And we got to get up at 9:30 to get in line at 10:30 to get in the thing. Or Tracy's father calls at 8:30 in the morning, wakes me up. So I end up talking to him for a while. I forget that I might as well just stay up.
Yeah.
So it got to be 9:30, and I did change from then into shorts because it started to warm up. So we go up in line, and we get up there, and all the people are in line. We're about halfway back through. We're just standing there. Like it's no big deal, you know. And the guy comes around, make sure you have your stuff out because you don't have to take it out. So Kyle doesn't wait for you to take it out, just sign it.
Yeah.
Well, I had bought this helmet, the 3Chi helmet, which I don't really care about 3Chi, but it was the only helmet they had. And Tracy had to, and the guy who runs the trailer said Kyle's got to sign his first win at RCR's California. He likes people to get those signs. He signs them. So Tracy brought that with her. So we're standing in line, no big deal. All of a sudden, this guy comes walking. Hey, where's my 245er? And I go like this. He goes, you and your wife, come here, follow me. I said, okay, so what's going on? He says, Kyle wants to meet you. Meanwhile, Kyle had come in. We saw him come in with his entourage, go up in the trailer. He says, Kyle wants to meet you. He says, I can't believe you were here at 2:45 in the morning. I said, I got a timestamp picture about when I took it if you want to see what time I got there. And we went up, and he was the nicest guy. He couldn't believe. And I said, Kyle, I did this for her. I said, she wanted to meet you, and I had to make it happen.
Yeah.
We didn't expect to get on the trailer. We just get an autograph.
You're like a cuckold there.
When I was high school, guys, from wintertime like now, cars are put away, motors are out, getting rebuilt. This is getting done. This is getting painted. It comes springtime, let's get it all out and let's see what can do what.
Right.
And all that kind of stuff. And it's all you worried about. And it's funny because I worked for Bernie Pratt years ago, and then I worked at Sunoco Station, and Lenny DeWert owned it. And my buddy's hot rods are always up on the lifts, doing something, I go, I'm working on my car. I had a Nova SS was my first hot rod I had. And I did some work to the motor and all that stuff. I was so anal about that motor that every Saturday I changed oil in that car.
Every Saturday?
Every Saturday I changed 50-weight Racin oil, Quaker State, and a new filter. Every Saturday I changed the oil in that car.
Okay, and
back that time it would cost me like $7 to do.
Why though?
Just because I was anal about the motor. I wanted it kept clean. I wanted to make sure everything was right.
Yeah.
And then my buddies used to take my old oil. They'd take and put it in their cars.
Well, sure, because it was hardly used.
Yep.
The oil then was what, 3,000 miles?
Yeah, 3,000 miles.
About 3,000 miles?
I'd be lucky if I was putting 100 on it and dumping it.
Yeah. But now I think you could probably go 10.
Well, I don't even see, and that's the biggest thing. I'm still a proponent. I won't go 10,000. I use Pennzoil, okay?
Yeah.
It says right on it, good for 15,000 miles. Guess what? 5,000 miles, that oil's out of that. I just changed the oil in Tracy's vehicle.
Yeah.
Oil's out.
Right.
Out. I don't care. And brand new vehicle, change the oil, 2,000 miles, get it out because I want all the filings that are in the motor.
Yeah, well, there is. There's right, yeah.
I was brought up that way, and my father taught me that stuff. I mean, not like 3,000 miles anymore, and I use full synthetic in everything I use.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm a proponent. I read about that stuff. I've done testing for Pennzoil. I've done testing for Quaker State, years and years ago. Buddy, you can't believe the people.
Yes.
You tell me South Butler Racetrack is open again?
Yeah.
Oh, I raced there back in 1963, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. I raced there in 65, and you're still running. And, we go to car shows, and my buddy Bill Arnold has a video, sets up, shows the races there, and the people that stop and look and go, and it's just ridiculous, the stuff that went on back then.
Yeah.
Like I said, remember, that was the first racetrack that used the Christmas tree in 1958. NHRA never used it until 62. We still have one of the original stoplights that they used for a Christmas tree. We still have one of them.
Really?
We still have it. Yeah, Ronnie Works still has it. We had it set up in fact, this will be our 10th anniversary coming up.
Do you have the ability to give people the reaction times?
Yes, we have the whole setup. We can get time. We got time slips. We got the whole smash.
Yeah, because what they can do in NASCAR, in drag racing, is you can actually see your reaction time when the light drops.
Yeah.
So how long does it take? And I think even if it's 2 seconds, that's slow.
Oh, it's really slow.
Yeah.
You're having a sandwich.
I know.
A sandwich.
Which sounds so weird, right? Because it's 2 seconds. We watch NFL games, and I go, I'm fucking amazed when they go, yeah, a guy gets the ball out of his hands in 3.2 seconds. I'm like, 3.2 seconds? That's like amazing. You have to just trust where that guy's going to be. But with this, your reaction time is everything.
Yeah, we give reaction time trophies away in each class.
Do you?
Whoever's got the best reaction, and when you get a 000, that means you were right on the light.
Yeah, I mean, I never got a 000.
The best I've done is 005. That's the best, and that's fast.
God, I was going to say, I think the best I did was 0. I think I did 10. Not 10 seconds, 0.10.
That ain't bad.
And then I was hoping to get to 8, but I mean, it is like, and I don't do it as regularly as you, but it is I'll tell you what, I'm not I'm not big on watching motorsports as much as I am in participating in motorsports.
Right. Well, it's always the best.
Yeah, I would much rather be dragging, going that 140 and a quarter mile or whatever I can.
Right.
There's something about it, and I'll say this for that kind of stuff, and maybe you'll even be able to agree. I'm very into like being mindful and meditation, Zen, that sort of thing. I don't think, and all it is like just kind of clearing your mind, right? You don't think of really anything else, right? And a thought comes in your head, you kind of, I always think of myself as on an iPad, just swiping it away. When you're doing that, there ain't a fucking thing. You may not even be breathing at some points. You are just so focused.
Right.
You know what I mean? Holding that, because you could lose the front end, you could go, and you are so like just in the moment. There is not another thought in your head.
You don't even hear the car running.
No. I think you are absolutely, Randy, that is so true. Until you start to slow down and the adrenaline is wild. And every time I would just burst out laughing at the end, because it's fucking, what a thrill. What an absolute thrill. That is, to me, one of the best. Like, I had never done the drag racing until I was down there at Empire. And because even, race car driving is, I like, because there you have to think. You got to think, like going in here and there and different turns. And you want to know, like, if you're seeing guys brake early, maybe you brake late because they're going to put down a lot of sticky tack, right? So you can kind of grip that turn and brake a little later out of it and that sort of thing. But, and by the way, watching a race with you is a whole lot of fun. I've done it at Watkins Glen, and I've done it at your house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parties are memorable at the house.
Oh, God, the parties were great.
They, what else like I say, too, and like, when you go to Empire and you race there, okay, Jerry and his Claire, great people, top-notch operators.
Yeah, they do.
Him and his son, great people. The whole crew there is absolutely phenomenal. But you go there, you race, you get beat, you're out.
Yes.
Okay, unless you buy. Now come to South Butler, you pay, you race all day. We just race for fun.
Okay.
So when I call your class, you come race.
Yeah.
You go, okay, I call your class, and you come up and race. You just race all day for one price.
Is it no prep?
Ours is no prep.
Okay, because
water burnout only.
Yeah.
Like you go to like some no prep races, you'll see, some guys, they put the stuff, it's called stripper glitter, they call it.
Yeah.
And it's for a bite to burn your tires that get sticky.
Yeah.
Like if you go to, like I went to Christmas class.
Well, they do that. Yeah, they usually do that at like Empire and stuff, right?
Well, no, Empire is water burnout only.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
what are they spraying down on there?
Now,
There's a sticky stuff.
When he goes down the track, it's a glue. It's a special glue that they put on the track.
Yeah.
But in the burnout, it's water burnout only. But on the track, it's a special glue to help grip.
Because there are times I'm walking on there and your feet are sticky. You're probably stepping out of your shoes with it.
Buddy, I walked down.
So that's a no prep too?
No, he's not no prep.
Yeah.
He preps the track with
right.
glue and stuff.
Yes.
Jerry actually asked me one time, what do you use to do? We don't do it. We're on no prep. We don't. He said, you're kidding me. I said, nope, nothing.
Yeah.
And we say we replaced the pavement there 4 or 5 years ago. There was original pavement from 1958.
Yeah.
We just repaved all
well,
that.
I thought I've not. Empire is water only in that.
In the burnout.
In the
burnout. Now, I don't know, when they did the no prep Kings there,
I
don't know what they did.
No, they did. Okay, I didn't see the no prep. I don't remember.
I didn't go either.
But the sticky stuff, I thought it was in the starting area.
No, that's a water. They used to spray water down. That's all it is water putting before you do the burnout. But that's just from the tires burned off grip.
Yeah.
Buddy, I went to Charlotte. Me and Trace went to Charlotte in 2009. We went in October. The last race was there in July. We're walking, and I'm still sticking with my feet on the drag strip over there. Still sticking.
Yeah. Because it gets all hot.
Yeah.
The rubber.
And that doesn't happen at our place, but we don't care. We just water, and sometimes you don't get enough water down. They get the guys. Streetcar don't really need it, but the guys that run Super Pro got the titires like this. And
Slicks.
Get them hot. Get them big and hot.
Yeah.
We got a new track record set there again this year. It's been broke again by Joe Schmo, alias Joe Williams, as they call him, Joe Schmo. And I've got people that want that track speed record. That's a big thing we're known for, is the speed. It's only a 10th mile.
Yeah.
And now it's like 122.9, I think it's the speed
122.9?
in a 10th.
Yeah, in a 10th of a mile.
That's
pretty quick.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah,
and, I got a guy, Sean Barney. He's back out to the SEMA show. He's out there right now, probably coming back. SEMA should be shutting down, I think, after today. And he came out there trying to get the record, and he ran one, but I knew it wasn't fast enough, but the speed didn't work on that lane. It quit working, and I heard all about it. I said, listen, I said, not a multi-million-dollar corporation. I don't have millions of dollars in wiring, but we're going to have to rewire all that this come spring.
Yeah.
We're going to rewire all of it again, and 'cause it's been 10 years.
So your whole life has really revolved around motors. Right. I'll just say motors.
Right.
Not mechanic, all that stuff. But you were also a referee for basketball and football high school game. Baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball. Do you bet?
Basketball and baseball.
Basketball and baseball.
Right.
Which I thought, that's a lot. Did you do that because your sons were playing, or did you just do that for the love of it?
I did it for the love of it. And I did Little League in Newark from like 1991 till 1999. I had like over 800 games I did in Newark Little League umpiring. And I did, my kids were playing, and I did, and I really kind of got thrown into it by somebody that needed an umpire. Hey, will you please just come and do this? And I did one game, and I got hooked, and hey, will you come back because people like how you did it?
Mm-hmm.
And you always get the complaints. It doesn't matter, but I loved it. And when I did high school stuff, I liked the high school stuff. And don't get me wrong, there's some coaches that are idiots. I'm not going to lie to you, but there's other ones. Most of them are great. There's a few that were idiots, And
what was the most chaotic moment? We hear about the worst part of youth sports being parents.
My most
But
I never had too much of a parent problem.
Yeah.
They would get upset, and I would just look at them.
Right.
The biggest one was I had a coach, and he was from a Monroe County school, playing in Victor, doing a JV game. And sometimes on JV games, and believe me, if you want to umpire baseball, please hook up with an organization because they are really short on umpires. They wanted me to come back, but I won't come back because I've had cornea damage in both eyes. That's why I won't go back and do it. But I was doing a JV game by myself.
What are you, blind, ref?
Yeah, exactly.
What, you got cornea damage? Jesus Christ, that was not a strike.
Yeah. So I doing this game by myself. And
I said ref, it should have been an ump.
And I heard about this coach that he was kind of a hothead, but I didn't, calling the game. And there was a call at second base where I got to come out from behind the plate, and I got to run.
Yeah.
Get out as quick as I can. I got about to the pitcher's mound and made a call. Well, I turn around, and here's that coach standing next to me.
Yeah.
I said, what are you doing there? He says, get back over that line. I said, you better get back over that line. You got to assist the coach because you got 2 seconds to get back that line, and you're going to be going home. Do you understand me? I'm going to call whoever you want. You want me to give you his phone number? Get off my field. He got reprimanded. I heard he got reprimanded.
All right, so let's go back to NASCAR for a moment, because every year you and your wife, that is your annual vacation?
Yes.
To Watkins Glen.
Yes.
And you've done this for how many decades, do you think?
I started in the 80s.
Okay, so almost, almost 4 decades.
Right.
So over 40 years. Some funny stories have come out of there.
Yes.
The time your sons took your money and went and bought all kinds of shit. But this year, what's going on?
Asinine move. Stupidest thing NASCAR could have ever done.
What is NASCAR doing? Because Watkins Glen has been flexed, right? They flexed it. It was usually the first or second weekend in August every year.
Anywhere from the 6th to the 15th. Usually.
Yeah, right there, right in August. And it was kind of a thing. And I used to go down and broadcast from the radio and do stuff like that. Now you've got, they did it in September, but they were doing that.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and that was flexed for what reason?
They would put it in the playoffs.
Oh, the Olympics.
We did that, and they wanted to put it in the playoffs.
They did want Watkins Glen, a road course in there in the playoffs. Okay.
Yes.
And then this year, did they move it to May for 2026?
May 8th to the 10th.
Oh, my God.
Stupid, asinine.
Is that
move.
Mother's Day weekend?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool for NASCAR.
No, it's not, because Watkins Glen is pissed off. The whole town is pissed off.
Why?
Because it's not what they expect. Watkins Glen has a big deal on Mother's Day weekend down there, and now they've taken that and put NASCAR in there.
What's the big deal on Mother's Day weekend? You can come down and do hot laps?
I don't know, but all I know is that the town of Watkins Glen's mad. Every single NASCAR fan that goes to that race is up in arms over this. Buddy, I'm telling you right now, it's New York State. It snowed in May.
Yes, I know.
Okay? You know how many pictures I've seen of snow plows on the racetrack at Watkins Glen? Here we come. Getting ready to get the track ready. Get your studded snow tires ready. I don't think we're going this year. Truthfully.
Really?
Tracy has said we are not going on Mother's Day weekend. I will not go. It's my mother's Mother's Day, I'm not going.
Mm.
So I've already spent money. We buy our stuff.
So you bought
ticket. I got $714 wrapped up in tickets and camping.
So what would you do?
I'll probably sell my camping spots. The tickets, I don't know what we're going to do with those. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I understand, Tracy. I mean, I want to go, but I understand it. I mean, there's a guy, I saw an article, guy, well, I'm from Ithaca. I don't think it's that bad. Hey, stupid, how long has it been since you've been in New York State, dumbass? Because it snows, it rains. Buddy, we've been down there in August when it rains. If it's going to be raining in April like it does, I'm telling you right now, you better have 15 tractors out there to pull everybody out of the mud because that's what's going to happen. Stupid move. I don't know what it's up NASCAR's ass, but that's the dumbest thing. And I know I bet they've had over 40, 50,000 complaints right to their offices. No problem.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I've called NASCAR. I've called Watchville. What the hell is going on?
There is a real possibility that it snows there. Yeah, I mean, you were just telling the story. Was that 2 years ago that you met? So was that September?
Yeah.
Okay, so September, you said you were cold at night, and sometimes down there, you're right next to Seneca Lake.
Right.
By the way, I think one of the coldest Finger Lakes. I think they used to do naval submarine stuff in there.
Yep.
So I don't know if I don't know if it won't snow.
Buddy, I'm telling you right now, me and Tracy went.
Could this be? I mean, if they had snow, have they ever had snow in a NASCAR race?
Oh yeah, Bristol happened at Bristol back in the '90s. Yep.
In fact,
I can remember a picture of Alan Kowicki walking around with his helmet on, and his fire suit on, and a jacket because it was snowing at Bristol, Tennessee.
Okay.
And that was in April.
And that's in April.
So, I mean, like I said, me and Tracy, the first time me and Tracy went together to Watkins Glen was 2006.
Yeah.
The first night we were there, it went down to 38 degrees at night. And we were in a tent.
Oh!
Next year, we had a camper.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
So it was a little...
Well, what'd you do to stay warm that night, Randy? Huh, buddy?
Rubbin's Racing, buddy.
Because the Times of Wayne County is known. I only found out about it when I was doing afternoons, and somebody called me up and goes, you got to get a copy of the Times of Wayne County. And I think they must have been online, because how would I get it? And the guy goes, you got to check it out. And it's these two police officers standing in the bedroom of a house. This was their 10-point buck, right? This was their 10-point buck picture. They're posing because they just did a big drug bust. And over their shoulder on the dresser is a giant dildo. And it was in the Times of Wayne County. And I just remember, and that was when I started 315ers and all this stuff. And the Times of Wayne County, I mean, look, there's a story in there today about, or this latest issue about a woman who, and this is a country thing, I would think. I would say this has got to happen in rural areas. She got pissed at her husband and whipped out a machete. And I'm going, who has a machete? I happen to have a machete. I do happen to have one, for real. Because it was given to me by Mike the Dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Mike the Dad, rest in peace.
Hey, Billy, you need protection. Hey. Yeah. So this woman whipped out a machete, and then she choked her husband, put her hands on it, and then she went around and just started smashing the machete into bags of cement. So I'm sure there was just cement powder everywhere. Who the hell knows? You just get a synopsis. So I used to like to call people who were in the Times of Wayne County to get the other side of the story, because I always go, okay, this sounds too funny, but I'll never forget one where a guy got pulled over for having a taillight out, and he was found to be in a pair of green silk underwear and had a bottle of Wesson oil, chicken Wesson, and he was on his way to Ontario Video and News, which, by the way, they had the buddy booths back there. Yep, you could go in, and in the back of Ontario Video and News, which first it was a smoke shop up front, then it was an adult store in the back, and in the way back they had movies. And I remember going there once to pick up something for a stag party. And I'm a curious person, so I got to know what's going on. And I see all these people, and they're in the back, and I think it was gay guys. They would wait till the movie started, and then one guy would open the curtain and pop in. And two guys would be in there watching whatever they were watching. And I was like, oh. And then some guy followed me around the plate. I've told this story so many times, but I'll give it to you because you made a face. I was looking, so he came out and he just kind of locked eyes on me, and I got really nervous. Now, this was bringing back everything for me because don't forget, I was sexually molested by a guy. I'm like, this is freaking me out. I mean, like, I am 21, 22 years old, and maybe around there, and I'm like really nervous. So I can't say, don't look at me, right? Because the guy could deny it, but I could feel his eyes on me. I could feel him following me around. So I thought, what do? I find a video, VHS, with the woman on the cover that has the biggest tits ever. I just felt like that screams heterosexual. Leave me alone. That's really what I thought. So I buy this shitty tape. I didn't even want it. It could have been $9. So I get it and I leave. And I walk out, and the guy is now, he's out in like the vestibule area, and he smiles at me. And I'm like, fuck. So I don't know. So it's freaking me out, Randy. Like, I could tell that this guy was interested, which now if it happened, I'd be like, that's flattering. I'm an old man now, but that's okay. But even then, I should have been more flattered. I'm like, oh, flattering, not interested. Probably would have ended it, no problem.
Right.
But I am all like, I'm up in my head. I don't know what's going on. So now there's an entrance on each side of this vestibule. Stairs come up, and Ontario Video News out in Ontario off 104. So I decide, okay, I'm parked when you're looking at the building on the left side. I will go out the right door and then duck down and get to my car. So I do that. And I'm out of the car, and I still had a key to unlock my door. And I can hear the gravel crunching slowly. Like, it's honest to God, it would be like a horror movie. And this probably isn't even what happened, but this is what's going on. I am so nervous now. I dropped the fucking keys. I dropped them. I pick them up. I'm all nervous. I finally get in the car. I slam it down. I turn on the headlights, and the guy is standing right in front of my car. Right in front of my car. I fucking back out, kicking up dust in a little Volkswagen Rabbit. I'm fucking shitting my pants. 104 at that point is 2 lanes headed east and 2 lanes headed west.
Yep.
So this is on the east side.
Yeah, you have to go east.
You have to go east to get off at Ontario Video News. I'm sure if you're going west, there's a way off. But so I am so nervous. I punch out, I fishtail, and I start going west in the eastbound lanes. Now, this is like, I don't even know what time it was. I think I had been out drinking, so this is really helpful. And I decided, let me go get my friend Scott, who his best man. I'm going to go get the stuff for the stag party. Whew. And now I'm driving, and then all of a sudden I see cars coming and people beeping. So I cut through, and I keep driving. I'm like, holy shit. My heart was racing. I was sweating, and that was my...
He has been back since, folks.
No, I haven't. That's a true story. I have not.
I've never heard that story, but sometimes you could tell, you can feel what's
Can't
going
you
on.
tell when someone's like, you could feel it, like you know. Normally I close with John Hiatt's Tennessee Plates, but I think I'll do this John Hiatt song. This is called Detroit Made, which I believe is I think he says in this, refers to the car as a she, I think.
He probably does.
Yeah. Well, that's the, we'll just listen to just a second of it. I don't think many people. There you go.
Pick you up about 9:30. We can ride all night.
There it is.
I came up from the country, baby. City's where I stay. Got me a $2.25, babe. That's all I got to say. She's a Detroit made.
Yeah, there you go.
$2.25, babe.
Good old American-made automobiles, Randy.
That's right.
That's right. For Racin' Randy, I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.
Do all the work so we can ride in style. Leather on those bucket seats, carpet double pie.